Have you ever asked yourself why the days keep passing, but nothing changes? Why you wake up, try again, and still feel behind? Why other people move forward, and you stay in the same place? This man asked himself that every night. Not once. Every night. One morning he woke up late again. The alarm rang. He shut it off. He missed the first bus. By the time he reached work, his shirt was wrinkled and his shoes were still damp from yesterday. He stood there, quiet, saying sorry, without sound. Again. He had tried before, tried studying at night, tried waking up early for a week, tried telling himself, from tomorrow I'll change. But tomorrow always looked like yesterday. Maybe you tried too. Maybe you made plans and broke them. Maybe you blamed money, luck, people, or time. He did the same. He started thinking maybe life is decided by time, not big decisions, small hours, what you do with the first hours of the day. He was 22 years old, a poor student with a part-time job at a small shop. He left home at 8, came back at 9, sleep late, wake up tired, repeat. His room was small. One bulb, yellow and weak, a thin mattress on the floor, 2 shirts hanging behind the door, cold food from yesterday on a plate. His father kept asking, "What are you doing with your life?" Not shouting, just tired. Others from his class had jobs now. Some had respect, some had money. He had excuses. He kept asking the same question. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? And the truth was simple. He was not lazy. He was just living the same day, again and again. The moment came on a random afternoon. Nothing dramatic, just heavy. The shop owner called him aside. Quiet voice. "I can't keep you anymore," he said. "Sales are down." That was it. No argument, no anger. He walked home slowly. Every step felt late. Every year felt wasted. At home, his father sat on the floor counting bills. He looked up and said, "Did you get paid today?" The man shook his head. Silence stayed in the room. Long silence. That night, he could not sleep. He stared at the ceiling. Same bulb, same shadows. Before dawn, he woke up without an alarm. The room was quiet, no traffic, no voices, just breathing. He sat on the floor and felt something heavy. Not fear, regret. At sunrise, he went outside. Cold air, empty street. An older man from the neighborhood was already walking, every day at the same time. They nodded. The older man said, "You're up early today." He said, "I can't sleep." They walked together, no rush. The older man spoke slowly. "You don't have a money problem," he said. "You have a time problem." The man listened. "You sleep when nothing grows," the older man said, "and wake up when everything is already moving." He asked, "What should I do?" The answer was simple. "Pick 1 hour," the older man said. "Early, same hour, every day. No phone, no comfort. Just work on one skill. No motivation, no dreams, just cause and effect. If you wake up early," he said, "your day gets longer. Longer days change people." That morning, the man made one decision. He would wake up at the same time, every day. Not to win, just to stop losing time. The next morning, the alarm rang at 5 o'clock, exactly 5 o'clock. He opened his eyes and closed them again. His body said no. His mind stayed quiet. He stood up anyway. 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock was his hour. 1 hour, not more, not less. Every day was the same. Wake up at 5 o'clock, wash his face, sit at the small table, read, write, practice. No music, no phone, no excuses. The first week was pain, head heavy, eyes burning, legs weak. He went to sleep earlier, still tired, still slow. At work, people noticed nothing. No praise, no change. At home, his father asked, "Why are you sleeping early now?" He said, "I'm tired." That was all. Week 2 felt worse. The body fought back. The bed felt louder in the morning, 5 o'clock, every day. Sometimes he sat and did nothing, just stared, but he stayed awake. That mattered. Week 3 came, no results, no signs. Friends laughed. You think waking early makes you rich? He smiled and said nothing. Loneliness came with the mornings, dark room, silent street. But the hour stayed, 5 to 6, non-negotiable. He tracked days, 7, 14, 21, still poor, still unknown. But something small changed. He stopped negotiating with himself. The alarm rang. He stood up, not because he felt strong, because it was time. After a month, his body stopped fighting. 5 o'clock no longer felt like punishment. It felt normal. He noticed his mind was clearer in the morning, not sharp, just quiet. The skill he practiced started to make sense. Small things, fewer mistakes. He used it during the day, at the shop, at home. One afternoon, someone asked him for help, then another. He did not feel confident. Others noticed first. A local teacher saw his work and said, "You've improved. Keep going." Nothing changed overnight. No money, no praise. But weeks passed, months passed. An opportunity came from someone who had watched quietly. Not luck, time. He was ready because he had practiced, every morning, 1 hour. Waking early was no longer something he did. It was who he was. Time became careful, protected. Now, he speaks softly to you. You don't need motivation. You need a fixed hour. Pick one. Guard it. Start tomorrow morning. Just 1 hour. And ask yourself, what could change if you stop giving your best hours away? If this story felt familiar, share it with someone who feels stuck. Subscribe if you want more stories like this. And tonight, before you sleep, ask one question. What will I do with my first hour tomorrow?